I love you.
Be careful.
I will. See you at 4.
Okay. Today is going to be one of those quiet afternoons at home. No big plans, no big cleaning projects. I do have a few things around the house I want to get tackled, but mostly today I just want to spend a little time to myself this afternoon. I haven't had one of my strawberry smoothies, slushies, whatever in the world you want to call it, in quite a while. So I think I'm going to go make one before I go chill out on the porch for just a little while. I like to make this fairly simple. Frozen strawberries that I'm gonna have to beat the hell out of to break up. And usually I do almond milk, but I am out of almond milk and we don't have any regular milk in the house. So today I'm just gonna use water and some of this Coffee Mate Zero Sugar Coconut Cream Coffee Creamer. Y'all excuse me for a minute while I beat the tar out of this and try to break up these strawberries. I think that's good enough now. I think I might have put too many strawberries in there for my cup, but that's okay. That just means I can have 2 glasses. Sometimes I do this as more of a lemonade. I might see if I can find some lemon juice in the fridge since I've got to use water this time. I don't like too much coconut because I feel like this coconut cream can kind of overpower the taste of it a little bit. Found the lemon juice, so I'm just going to put a tiny bit of that in there too. Oops. I don't want much because it will quickly overpower it. I did put a little too much coconut in there. I think me and Fudgy are going to hang out on the porch for just a bit while I do my devotional. Come on. Gotta sit here. Come on, you can sit there, it's fine. It's fine. Come on. Alright, come on. It was so hot out there, so I actually get up and go inside and get my little battery operated fan to try to help keep me a little bit cool while I was out there. Being completely transparent with y'all, I have not done a daily devotional in quite a long time. And I know that is something I need to get better at. It doesn't take, but just a couple minutes. So there's really no excuse for me to do it. And funny enough, that is basically what today's devotion was about. it used the example of waking up like 15 minutes early just so you can read your Bible in the morning. And with that is used to develop a stronger and closer relationship with the Lord. And it also talked about how sometimes God will use small things that make us uncomfortable to really get to us and make us want to implement these changes in our life. Now, it is too hot to stay out here for too long, so we're going to go back inside. Even my little fan, the air it's giving me is still kind of hot because it's so hot and humid out here. So we're going to head back in the house. That's okay though, because I do have some stuff I need to get done around the house. Just walking back in here feels so much better. I know some people might not understand why I leave the door open if I'm on the porch, but it's so fudgy, you can come in and out. She's my little dog down here. She likes to go on the porch with me, but sometimes she wants to come back in the house, so we do kind of have a bad habit of doing that. Even when our dogs gotta play outside in the backyard, we leave the back door open, and if we did, they would literally just sit at the back door waiting for us to come get them. So we leave the back door open so they can kind of come in and out as they please. I know not everybody likes that because you're letting the air out and you're letting bugs in, but oh well, that's just how we do it at our house. And we're okay with that because it's what makes us the most comfortable, so we can keep an eye on our animals, and it makes our animals comfortable knowing that they can come back inside to Mama and Daddy whenever they want to. I'm going to go ahead and get this window closed for the evening. I want to put bamboo blinds up, but I'm kind of working around my way around the house with that. I've got a couple that we've got that we're going to be putting in the bathroom. So for now, I just use this quilt to cover the window, because if I don't cover this thing, it gets so hot in here. I'll get the bed made up real quick. And y'all, I don't know why, but Ethan prefers this to be flipped over the side instead of tucked in. I guess because he doesn't want to have to wrestle the covers when he gets ready for bed. I think it looks a little bit crazy, but that's what he prefers, and that's what I will do. Hold on, give me a minute. Oh gosh. Hi. Hi. What are you doing? I love you. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. No, Mom picks up. No. That's all I get to do. Okay. All right. All right. Ready? You're a booger. You're a booger picker. I'm going outside for a minute. Come on outside with me. I think I am going to fix me something for supper before I get started on a couple other things. I made cheesy burritos, enchiladas, whatever you want to call them, yesterday. And I've got some leftover chicken and pinto beans. So I think I'm going to make that. I think I'm going to do kind of like, I don't know, I guess you could call it like a chipotle bowl. I'm going to cook up some hash browns for potatoes because I don't feel like cooking rice. And like I said, I've got pinto beans, chicken, I've got some queso cheese, some shredded cheese, some guacamole, lettuce, and tomatoes. So I think that's what I'm going to have tonight for supper. My husband actually requested egg sandwiches for lunch for him. So I made those for him earlier. I was surprised because he doesn't usually request that. But he is so funny. If it looks like I'm crying, it's because I swallowed wrong and started coughing like crazy. But Ethan is so funny. He will not eat yard eggs. He has to verify that they're from the store. And I'm like, they all come out of a chicken's behind. What difference does it make? But he says he can taste the difference. I think the day I cooked them, the only difference was I usually refrigerate them, and I had the unwashed yard eggs sitting on the counter up until I cooked them. I don't know if that made a difference or not, but he says he can taste the difference, and he only wants store eggs. So he had to verify with me that these were store eggs before he requested egg sandwiches for work. I forgot I had some frozen onions and peppers in the freezer, so I did end up cooking some of those after I got done with the hash browns as well. Y'all, look how cute Fudgy is. She was sleeping on the couch, so I just had to show y'all. She was too cute. While the onions and peppers are finishing cooking on the stove, I'm going to go ahead and pop the chicken and the refried beans into the microwave so they can be heated up. I couldn't find my lid for this, so I just used my little bowl cover. A couple of ladies at church made the bowl covers for Mother's Day. And of course, they always say, well, you're a dog mom, you can get one. But of course, I made sure all the other ladies got one first. I'm going to go ahead and get out the rest of my toppings too. So I've got guacamole, sour cream, queso dip, shredded cheese, lettuce, and tomatoes. Oops, almost forgot Taco Bell sauce. This ended up making a huge bowl of food, which turned out great because tomorrow is the second Thursday of the month, and y'all know that I volunteer with the food bank on the second Thursday of the month, and it takes up pretty much my entire day. I also usually go and pick up groceries after that too, so I'm just tired and exhausted by the time I get home, and I don't want to have to cook. So I have leftovers for tomorrow, which tomorrow will be the day y'all are seeing this on Thursday. I'm really wanting to get back into doing just a little bit of meal prepping because I feel like that helps me so much. Just having some cooked veggies and some cooked meat and stuff in the fridge helps me a lot when it comes to preparing meals for the week. Because I'll be honest, I don't really care to get in there and cook that often. I like convenience, and I'm trying to choose healthier things and learn healthier recipes. And I know the key to success for me for that is definitely going to be meal prepping. I've got to get these clothes folded and put away, and then I'm going to update you guys on our truck situation. I want to get me some more active dresses, like that little red one there. It's got the built-in shorts, and those are perfect for food bank days because we're running around, we're taking down all the pallets of food and setting up boxes, and it gets really, really hot. So I need more outfits like that because, a lot of my outfits are more dressy. So I definitely need something more like that. I also want to go back and start walking again. So I've got a few things here I could wear for that, but I do want to get a couple more because, a cute outfit's always going to give you motivation to want to do something. I have one of those viral TikTok exercise things, but I would rather just go walk at the track. I don't want to walk the neighborhood because we have a lot of hills and I've done that before, and I was in so much back pain the few following days after that. I could barely walk. Y'all know I told you in the last video that we were having some truck problems. Our truck is 22 years old, and we knew when we bought it a few years ago that it had some problems then, but it has served us well, and we have been really, really blessed by that truck, especially with it being our only vehicle for the last couple of years. But it started getting a lot worse. So I took it and dropped it off at the mechanic shop Friday morning. And late Monday afternoon, I called the mechanic shop to see if they had a chance to look at it because they have been swamped. And he said yes, that one of the mechanics had been looking at it all day. And I really didn't understand what he was talking about. Something about valves and cylinders and compression and all that stuff. But he said that they had got as much out of it as they could or taken everything off or something like that. And he said that it was ready for pickup. And I said, okay, well, how much do I owe you? And he said, oh, nothing. I'm not going to charge you for it. It's ready for you to come pick up. So that in itself was a blessing. We don't really want to have to buy another vehicle right now. We would rather leave that money alone that we have in our savings account. And we do not want to have to take a car payment out. So, we were trying to figure out together how much we were willing to spend for the truck. So that was a blessing that he didn't charge anything. When I got there, I said, so what's actually wrong with the truck? And again, he was just, basically it is something internal inside the engine. And he said they cleaned it up as best as they could, and it's basically not skipping anymore, or it has a very little skip to it. So, but with it being an internal problem, he said he would just drive the truck until it just wouldn't drive no more. And I said, it's not going to leave me stranded on the side of the road, is it? And he said no, that it will probably start using oil, but his recommendation is to just drive it till he couldn't drive it anymore, because I guess the actual fix for it is going to be very expensive and not worth it. He said that the problem is very, very mild. He cleaned it up as best as he could, and it seemed to be running really well. So I got in it, I drove it home. The check engine light has not come back on. The other light that was flashing has not come back on. I've not heard the noise that it was making again. It's running really, really good, better than it has in quite a while. So I'm very, very thankful. But with that being said, we do have to prepare ourselves that we will eventually need to get another vehicle. So we're just trying to save and get all that figured out, and we're going to be praying that the good Lord is going to keep it running for us until we are able to secure another vehicle. we were kind of hoping to put it off so that way we could get a vehicle that's a little bit newer, a little bit more reliable. So overall, we're just very, very thankful that it worked out the way it did. The truck's running better. We didn't even have to pay anything for it. Very, very thankful and very blessed. And I know that this video is probably going to be quite a bit shorter than the videos I've been posting recently. But I usually film on Wednesdays, and then I spend most of Thursday editing so I can get the vlog up to y'all by Thursday around 6 p.m. my time. But y'all know that I volunteer at food bank, at our church's food bank, I think it's the second Thursday of every month. That kind of messes with my schedule a little bit, so I probably should have filmed yesterday, but you know, sometimes you just need a little break. So I just wanted to film a quiet afternoon with y'all. This week's been kind of hectic, you know, and I've just kind of felt anyway from all the stuff going on. So sometimes you just need a day to calm down and relax. So I'm glad I could kind of take this afternoon to do that. And y'all, it's so funny, my lamps and stuff I have around the house, my lamps, my little candles, it's so weird and it sounds so cliche, just how turning on little stuff like that really just helps calm your mood. That is so weird. I used to think that is so like cliche and like that stuff's not real, but it really does help. I'm gonna end the video here. I still have to wash dishes tonight because I don't want none of that stinking in the kitchen, and I'm gonna get this video edited, that way I have it ready for you guys tomorrow. I would much rather do a shorter video than usual than just completely miss an upload altogether and not be able to post a video for you guys for Thursday. So I hope this is okay with y'all, and I hope that y'all have a beautiful, wonderful weekend. If you have any plans for the weekend, I would love to hear them down in the comments. We'll see y'all in Monday's video. Bye.